Good morning, Rawmaste. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Ariel, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I make sprouted almond milk. Okay, so first I'm going to show you these almonds. So this is my almonds. They have been soaking for almost 2 days. Okay. And you don't need to soak them that long. You can just soak them overnight. Like you can put, I used 1 cup of almonds in here. So 1 cup of unsoaked almonds is about, after 2 days, it's 2 cups of almonds fully soaked, okay? Now what I want to show you is, see if I can find a good one. Okay, so if I take the peel off of this almond, you can actually see a little tail starting to form right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little tiny sprout forming right on the top there. So these almonds are sprouted. They're alive. They're delicious. Like this, you can put them on top of your salads and do all kinds of things. But today we're making almond milk. So 1 cup of almonds, you soak them for about 2 days. And they'll start to sprout, okay? Those are going into the blender. Now, I make my stuff as fairly simple as I can. I don't like to complicate things. I like it relatively easy. So here's 1 cup of almonds. This is actually 2 cups of almonds. And then what I do is, this is a jar I'm going to hold my almond milk in. So I just fill it up to about however much I want, however much milk I want. So I do this consistently. This is my recipe: 1 cup of almonds to 1 jar of water. Okay, this is about a 1 liter jar. Okay. Now at this point you could add sweeteners, you could add a little bit of cinnamon, you can put cocoa powder in it and make a chocolate milk. You can do whatever you want. I just like it plain like this. And then I add it, I make dressings with it, I make soups with it, I make smoothies with it, I do other things with it, so I like it plain so I can just do whatever I want, okay? So then I'm just gonna blend this and we'll be right back. And that's all done. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the next thing I do. So this is fully blended now. It's got all its creaminess in the water, but it's also full of almond pulp, okay? So I have a very easy way that I've figured out to do this. You could do this with a nut milk bag if you have one of those. I've never bothered to get a nut milk bag, and I find that this works just fine. So this is 1/4 of a receiving blanket of 100% organic cotton receiving blanket that I got at Walmart. And I use these specifically for this purpose. These don't get used for anything but making almond milk. I just have a mesh strainer, okay, and a 4-cup measuring cup. This is gonna hold all of my almond milk, okay? So I just take the strainer and put it on top like that. And then I take the cloth and I put it over top like that. You see? And then I'm going to pour the milk in until it just about spills out over the top, and then I'm going to take it and squeeze it. Okay, you see that? All the pulp is going to end up inside the cloth, and all the milk is going to end up in the bottom of the jar. Now, I don't actually need the strainer. I'm just using it to hold the cloth over so it doesn't fall in, okay? And you can do this with a nut milk bag. I know lots of people who do that, but I find this gets a really smooth milk because the cloth is a little bit closer knit than a nut milk bag. So I get a really smooth milk out of it. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, okay, so here is my almond pulp inside, okay? Now I'm just going to show you what I have right here, because this is a dehydrator tray. Now I'm just going to put this almond pulp straight onto my dehydrator tray, so I don't have to muck around and I don't have to throw it away, okay? But I don't need to transfer it from one place to another. I just put it straight onto the tray and then it goes in the dehydrator. So then I'm gonna have almond meal for making like goodies and desserts and stuff, okay? So that's how I do that. Okay, so that was about a third, I think, of what we've got here. So we're just gonna do that 2 more times. And then you have fresh, delicious almond milk. Now, I wanna say something about like excuses, right? Because, like I could say that I don't have time to sprout my almonds, but realistically, because it did take almost 2 days to do for that process. It did take that long, but it was literally like 30 seconds. Okay, it took 30 seconds for me to put some almonds in a jar and fill it with water. Okay, and then it took probably another 30 seconds twice a day to rinse the water, to rinse them and refill it with fresh water. So I have to do that. I probably did that 3 times before I ended up making this milk. Okay. So like, do you have an extra 2 minutes? Right? Like, and then I also wanna talk about how much more cost effective it is to do things this way. Because, like, sure, you can go buy almond milk at the store, but trust me, it's not nearly as tasty as fresh homemade almond milk. It will last longer in your fridge, but it's not as good. It's not as good for you. It's full of additives and all that other like crazy stuff that I don't want in my body. Anyways, but not only that, for the cost of like 1 cup of almonds that I use to make this jar of almond milk, I now am gonna have at least 1 cup of almond meal once this is dried and ready to go. And I'm gonna have 1 liter of almond milk for the cost of 1 cup of almonds. It's really like, you go to the store and you look at nuts and you think they're so expensive, but it's really like what you can get out of it. It's really not that expensive, right? So it's very actually cost effective to do things this way, and it only takes like a tiny little fraction of your time. And the return that we get out of that energy and that time put into this is so worth it. Like, for me, this is going to take probably less than 10 minutes of my time. I mean, a little bit more maybe, because I'm talking to you guys and explaining the process while I'm doing it. But it takes 2 minutes to blend it. It takes 2 minutes total over the period of 2 days to soak and sprout these almonds. And then I throw them in the dehydrator, and the dehydrator does the rest of the work for me, right? And I have this delicious, beautiful, wonderful almond milk that I can use in dips and sauces and smoothies and whatever I want. I can have a glass of chocolate milk if that's what I want to do. I don't usually just drink it straight. Usually I add it to things. But what I'm saying is, it's so much, like, it's just, you get so much return from it, right? Like, anyways, that's my ramble I have for today. Just wanted to say a little bit about like how worth it is to do this and make your own almond milk as opposed to buying it in the store. Because like, sure, it's convenient, but you're getting so many additives, and it is, I'm telling you, the stuff that you buy in the cartons at the store is not, it doesn't even taste like almonds. It's this. See this? Oh, look at how beautiful that is. There is almost 4 cups of fresh, homemade, sprouted almond milk, okay? Going into my jar. And there we go. See? See how easy that was? And now, I have this almond meal. And I'm just gonna, well, it's not almond meal yet. I still have to dehydrate it. But I'm just gonna, like, sprinkle it out a little bit because it's kind of stuck together. So I'm just gonna take it and, like, loosen it up a little bit so it dehydrates evenly. Okay, and spread it out over my tray. Like that. There we go. See? Then I'm going to pop that in the dehydrator. And what I'm going to get out of it, I'll show you. What comes out of it is like these, like they look like little, they're like little nugget looking things. But if you were to like sift it. So what I can do with this later is then throw it back in the blender once it's dry. And then I get this, which is almond flour, okay? This stuff is expensive to buy in the store, and it is a natural byproduct of making almond milk. So do you see how much more cost effective it is to do it that way? I just wanted to like hop on here and explain that a little bit, because I think that's one of the things that holds people back from doing a lot of these things themselves is just that it's too expensive, right? Or that it takes too much time. And really it doesn't. If you like it's that's a mindset that can just be, it's so easy to just tweak that and just see how beautifully the whole thing just works, right? So I end up with this almond meal and almond milk for the cost of 1 cup of almonds. And to me, that is more than worth it. And I'm telling you, this, it literally tastes like almonds. Like there's nothing else in it. It's just almonds and water in there. So, and if you like it sweet, you can add a sweetener to it, and that's not going to affect your almond meal either. You're just going to have a sweetness in your almond meal. So that's it. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, simple, easy, raw vegan goodness, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because I'm pumping out new videos all the time. And have a good day, guys. I'll see you in the next video.